Okay. Hello everybody, welcome to Stormy Coasters. I know that only one person's here, but I don't mind that. I'm going to be destructing this NEX roller coaster today. Yeah. This will take a while. Maybe not just in today, I might do another live stream tomorrow. Yep, I'm just going to shorten my tripod by a little bit. Okay, and then destruction will start shortly. There we go. Okay. Got a pretty good view. My room's not really big enough for me to get a view of the whole ride, but that's okay. I'll be doing a couple of last rides before ending this ride. Alright, we'll start those last rides right now. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Alright. Alright, here we go. Last couple of rides, and then I'll be taking this roller coaster down. And good afternoon to whoever's in the chat. Wand. Here we go. Yep, good afternoon to you too. And we'll be doing just one more ride before I take the chain off. Hello! And yes, I did enjoy camp. It was really fun. Alright, it's almost to the top. Alright, last ride. Got it. Okay. It's invitation now. And hello, Theme Park UK1. Theme Park UK1. Got it. And you're going to go ahead and flip this camera around and take the chain off. This is the whole lift hill. And we're going to stop these motors. I'm going to get out this drawer. How long did it take me to build? It took me about like 2 weeks to build this whole thing. And now it's time to take it down. Alright, here we go. Which way is that facing? There we go. And I think it'll take me like 2 or 3 days, maybe. Okay, here it is. Yeah, about 2 or 3 days. This is a long chain. I almost forgot that I don't put the chain in there, in this drawer anymore. Alright. There we go. The chain is completely off. I think I'm going to switch camera angles just for better coverage of the ride. Right here. Yep, there we go. But now that backpack is in the way. That's alright. Yep. Here we go. Destruction time. I'm going to put this chain in this jar right here. And this is where I store almost all of my chain. Not all of it yet, but because I've got a little bit of chain still in the drawer that I used to store it in, but yeah. This is going to take a while because this was such a long chain, and this is a long coaster. This coaster ended up being around like 90 feet long. So yeah, very long. I think I'm going to open my computer shortly. That way I can see all the messages a bit more clearly. Because right now I'm using my phone for the tripod, and I can't look over often to see the messages and chat, because then it'll take me a lot longer. So I'm opening my computer right now, so that way the chat can be read easier. Anyways, how is everybody today? Let's see. There we go. Computer is on. Also, can everybody hear me? I forgot to ask that. If you can hear me, then type in the chat, yes, I can hear you. Because I'm not 100% sure if everyone can hear me. Alright, good. Okay. I feel like I should bring my step stool in here to get these high parts. Alrighty. Getting the chain guides off is like probably the easiest part. But at the same time, if they're like right up against the ends of the track, it gets pretty hard. So yeah, anyways, if you guys have any roller coasters that you'd like to see me do that are from the real world, like any roller coaster, it can be like a kiddie coaster, and it can be the wildest roller coaster in the world. Now it won't happen for like a month or two, because I've already got a couple of projects planned, including the Smiler from Alton Towers, and I'm going to be recreating Falcon's Flight, which is going to be the world's tallest, longest, and fastest roller coaster in the world. So it's going to be big. I would build that one in my backyard because I don't have enough room in my room to do that. So, yep. Let's see. So, I'm excited to build that because it is going to be massive. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and end this down there. Or, nah, I'll keep it up there for now. I'm wondering where to take off the track. Let's see. Where is my, like, sort of transfer track? I guess I'll have to go to get, maybe. Unless I can find it somewhere. I can't see it. Anyways. Oops. I'm just gonna do one ride for fun. Yep, it's really cool. Alright. What is my top 3 roller coasters? My top 3 roller coasters. They've got to be Maverick from Cedar Point, Storm Chaser from Kentucky Kingdom, and this is a pretty unpopular opinion, but I'd also have to say Raptor from Cedar Point, just because it was so intense. Yep, I'm going to have to build another one of the, like storage tracks to store the trains. There we go. Otherwise, the trains will get dust and hair on them, and we do not want that. Okay. Here we are. We will get to destructing in just a minute. Yep, Raptor is pretty cool. I don't know how many of these purple ones I'm going to need. Yes, there are some orange ones in here. I don't need the orange ones at this current moment. This track that I'm making is going to be used to store the train for whenever I'm not using it. That way the train does not get hair, grease, well, or like dust on it. So yeah. I'm gonna aim the camera down a little. There we go. Yeah, this is going to take a while to destruct because of the. I used double spine in some places, not in all places, but like a few places of the ride. That's a lie, I only really used it in one place. So, that will take a while to take apart. Today, I'm going to focus on getting the track off, and then I will take down the entire lift hill. In case you missed the last rides, I think I will run it just one more time before destructing. So, yep. And then I will take the train off. And lay it on this storage track. Okay. Looking forward to seeing the Smiler. I rode it for the first time a couple of months ago. Cool. I sadly haven't ridden the Smiler yet, but I'd really like to. Yeah, it looks really cool with the 14 inversion. So, yeah. How did you like the Smiler? There we go. You gotta put the stoppers on, the blocks on, and then it should be good. Yep. And time for the, like, this is the very last ride of this roller coaster. This is, I've got a few things in the way, so that's, here we go. It's taken me a little bit to start destructing, but last ride. there we go. It was pretty cool, as was Wicker Man. Yeah, Alton Towers seems like such a cool park with all their roller coasters. They have a pretty, like, diverse lineup. Anyways, I'm going to put the track on, or the train on the storage track. Okay. So we have to disconnect that and put it on the storage track. I actually had to use a double motor, as you can see right here, for the chain, because a single motor probably wouldn't have been able to be that strong enough. And put this cap on, and we are good to start taking the track apart. Here we go. Okay. Sometimes it's a little hard to take the track out of, like, tight spaces. Does anybody have any, like, roller coaster requests for me to build within the next few months? Corkscrew from Valley Fair. Got it. Okay. I'll add that to the list. I'll write that down in just a minute. Yep, I think it would be pretty cool. I'm not sure how Corkscrew is, though, because I actually haven't seen it. I've ridden Corkscrew at Cedar Point, so is it like a clone? Or is it like a different layout? Okay, and time to... It's pretty small and it has a loop and 2 corkscrews and goes in a circle. Alright, so I think that it's a clone of the one at Cedar Point, but it'll be pretty cool to build. Another one that I'd like to build is Renegade from Valley Fair. That, I think, would be pretty cool. So yeah, I'll definitely write Corkscrew down in just a moment. taking the track up the lift hill now. This might take a little while because there's so much bracing added to the track. So yeah. To keep the lift hill in place, I actually had to like add a little brace right over here. I don't know if you can see that, but right over there, to keep it from falling over while I was building this big turn around up there. Because the lift hill, since it was so tall and skinny, it kept falling over. That I actually had to take the chain off while I was like building the turnaround because the track fell. Not the track. Yeah, the track would whenever I placed new tracks, it would slightly like bend the tracks prior to it. To fit into a good posture. Not posture, but like, you know what I mean. So yeah. Okay. And now it's time to get this up here. As you can see, this is really tall. It is 7 feet tall. So, yep. It's like 1.5 feet taller than me. Ugh. Well, actually, it's slightly taller than 7 feet because the track, it, is slightly taller than the support structure. Ugh. This is a little bit hard. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. There we go. That was hard. Now it's time for the easier part. The drop. Okay, and drop time. Gotta make sure that these little bitty, like connector things stay in place because they're so small you can hardly find them in like a great big bed of track. It's almost impossible to find. So yeah, I might actually be able to finish taking down this whole thing tonight if I do it fast enough. Whoops, there goes that. I'm gonna open the curtains to make it a little brighter and turn this light off to make it. I accidentally stepped on the box and now I've got to pick all of this up. This might take a little while. I think I'm going to place the bin of tracks on my bed, that way that doesn't happen again. I've got to straighten these tracks out and put them all in here. Okay. And then put all the other tracks that I just took off of the roller coaster into this. You gotta keep it pretty well organized. That way it doesn't take me too long to build the next one. Back a few months ago, or like a year ago, whenever I built Ghost Rider from Knott's Berry Farm, I actually had a lot more pieces than I thought I did, but that's because I didn't organize my pieces back then. I just put them all in the same bin. Well, I separated out the classics from the micro pieces, but it was pretty hard to keep track of them, and yeah, it was a lot easier to build roller coasters after I started organizing them. Like, if I didn't organize my pieces, this would probably take me like a couple of months. Just from having to find all the pieces and stuff. Anyways, oh right. Time to cover the Immelman. Immelman loop. Fun fact, the Immelman loop is a roller coaster inversion that was named after a maneuver from airplanes. Same as the dive loop, I believe, and the Norwegian loop. A lot of roller coaster elements are named after airplane maneuvers, so it's pretty cool. And I'm not sure why, but a lot of roller coasters are also named after snake elements, or a lot of elements are named after snakes. I'm going to take this backpack off to keep it out of your way and set it down here for now until I finish taking this down. Alright, that is enough track for now. Okay, what is it caught on? It's caught on that. There we go. I wish there was like somewhere in my room where I could like put the camera to see the whole roller coaster. And here we go. Alright, I forgot that I was going to put the thing on my bed. This is incredible. I've always wanted a roller coaster. Yep. Me too. Well, I have a roller coaster. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Now it's time to take apart this and set it in this drawer. By the way, in case you weren't here at the opening, I have my computer open. That way I can read the chat without having to keep looking at my phone every 5 seconds. And it's time to take off some more track. Starting with this here orange track. Alright. I actually ran out of these gray pieces. I ran out of most of the gray pieces just by building the lift hill. So, yeah. This lift hill is ginormous, 7 feet tall. I think this here was my favorite part of the ride because of the aggressive twist. The dive loop. Like, dive loops, they're amazing. Although I don't have a strong opinion of wing over drops. Then again, I've only ridden one, and it was a Gatekeeper. And I didn't really like Gatekeeper just because of the vest restraints, but maybe if someone could make a dive or a wing over drop with like an inverted coaster or even just a sit down coaster. Face reveal. Yeah. These go in here. So yeah, I think that I'd like to see a wing over drop on like a sit down coaster with lap bars. That would be crazy. Thanks. Okay. There we go. Thank you for your comments. Yep, there we go. And time to take out, I think, most of the rest of the track. Maybe split the helix in this, because the helix, it's going to take a little while to take the track off. And here we go. This part right here was like some weird supporting because it was like pretty good supported, but because I didn't have that many pieces anymore at this point, I just had to like build onto some existing structures and place some random pieces all over the place, like specifically right here. So it got pretty complicated. And almost time to take apart the helix. The helix was one of my favorite parts of this ride, just because it was fun to watch the train circle around there. And there we go. What's the coaster called? I wish I could ride it. This is called the Doomsday Device. Somebody requested the name like a couple of weeks ago, so I just went with that name because I couldn't decide on a name. So, yeah. I think that it was a pretty good name. So yeah, thanks to, I forgot who it was, but whoever requested that name, the Doomsday Device. Okay. And this is going to be a bit hard to get this through here. I think I'm going to write down an idea of the, like, roller coaster, the not NEX roller coaster, it was the coaster enthusiast industry, like the wing over drop with a non-winged roller coaster, because that would be insane. Like, think of Gatekeeper, but as a sit-down coaster with like a lap bar, and that would be crazy. Let's see, I'm trying to think of any roller coasters that have like a wing over drop without winged trains. I don't know. Anyways, I am done putting the track together. Or taking the track apart. Not together. There we go. The roller coaster is officially 100% unoperational now. And I'm going to take off the spine of the ride. and then I will be getting to the lift hill shortly. There we go. Whoops. Because these red rods aren't flexible at all, they'll just kind of snap from the rest of the pieces. Well, I'm going to go ahead and put these pieces up, and we're already pretty good. We're going at a pretty good pace. And time to take apart this spine. Oh, right, I forgot to face the camera down. I'm not going to completely organize the pieces yet. I'm just going to set them into little piles that will be used later. There is a bag of pieces that I've lost, and I've got no idea where they went. I was looking for them for a little while, but I never could find them. Hopefully I find them, because I've got a lot of them, and I don't really want to lose a specific type of piece. So yeah, they might be in one of my drawers of connects. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and check again to make sure they're not in there, because they're probably in there, but I didn't see it last time. And I don't see it now. Maybe in this other drawer. Nope, I don't see them. They're not in this drawer either. I have no idea where they are. I'll keep a lookout for them, because they're a pretty important piece for the lift hill and any points where like I can't use these little bitty tan pieces. I'm not sure if you can see them, but they're like really small, and so they sit really close to the track. Okay. So sometimes I have to, or they sit really close to. They cause the spine to sit really close to the track. So if the spine is close to any of the supports, the wheels will bump the track. So yeah. There is a YouTube channel that is working on 3D printed trains that run a lot faster than these trains right here. Like, well, they have better pacing. Maybe not run faster, but they'll keep their speed better. But then again, that probably also means that they'll run a bit faster. Oh right, I completely forgot about these little pieces that I had here. Alright. Hopefully I remember all of my pieces and don't accidentally vacuum them up. But that hasn't happened ever yet, so it should be good. Alright, everybody that is currently in the chat, tell me your favorite roller coaster. Because I'm interested in seeing other people's opinions. By the way, if you hear any background noises, it is most likely the rest of my family talking. So, yeah, I apologize for any unneeded noises, but, I mean, Smiler. Cool. I haven't ridden Smiler yet. I'd like to, though. Yep. What was your favorite part of riding the Smiler? Okay. I've been looking forward to the airtime hill in the second half, and it didn't disappoint. Cool. Yeah, that second airtime hill looks, or that airtime hill in the second half looks really forceful. Like, it looks like one of the most forceful airtime moments ever. Anyways, it is time to take out more Spinal Trap. This might take a little while, because I have basically like 2 layers of flexi rod, because of the roller coaster had so much stress in this area, or I planned for having a lot of stress in this area. Because the train was like really long, and it would have been really fast after that hill, so I needed to plan for a lot of stress in this area. That's enough flexi rod for now. Okay, this is a lot of flexi rod. We're going to go ahead and move the camera down to there. And yep. And I'm gonna walk back here. There we go. This is a lot of flexi rod again. By the way, to those of you saying that I needed more support, I thought that I ran out of flexi rod. However, I did find some more in my drawer of rods, so yep. Okay. The ride is a bit samey, awesome but samey. That second airtime hill and the corkscrew stand out. Got it. Yeah, with the ride with 14 inversions, I'm pretty sure you would expect a lot of the same thing, because there's not really many things to do with different inversions. Like, not different inversions, but a lot of the inversions are basically the same. I'd say that there's basically 2 types of inversions, or 3 types of inversions that you could mix, but then other than that it gets pretty hard to use to get creative enough to use to invert riders. And I'd say those inversions are really the vertical loop, the twisting, and the corkscrews, and like even more specifically half of those elements, because a lot of the inversions are like half a vertical loop, half a corkscrew, like such as the dive loop and Immelman loop, and then the vertical loop is both halves, half of a vertical loop. The corkscrew is 2 halves of a corkscrew, obviously. The cobra roll, that is, and the sea serpent roll, that's vertical loop, basically like a full inverted corkscrew, I guess. Like half corkscrews and another half corkscrew. How you doing? I'm doing really good. What about yourself? Alright, this is a lot of flexi rod. I'm doing well. That is good. You really don't want to be doing unwell. Cause you're obsessed. Working on my next big project. Got it. I was just about to ask you about that. If it's a recreation, what coaster are you making? Because I'd love to know. I'm going for another world record. Cool. Let's see. It's pretty hard to calculate speed on a NEX roller coaster, so that limits it to world's tallest NEX coaster. Cool. Or another longest one. Yep, I'd love to see another world's longest NEX roller coaster. I need like 100 more feet of track to build or I might actually have enough to build the longest, but yeah. I'm planning on building Falcon's Flight, which will be the longest real roller coaster, but yeah. I'm really excited to see what it is. A crucial number in the project is 21. 21. World's tallest freestanding NEX roller coaster? I don't know. I mean, that would be pretty impressive. But I really don't know. 21 miles per hour? Maybe. There goes that. Um, 21 feet miles per hour. Yep, you've got me stumped. I've got no idea what the record will be. But I'm really excited to see it. Here we go. Time to take apart all of this flexi rod. Of 21. I got no idea. I'll release some teasers this week, and it should be done next week. Alrighty. Wait a minute. I think I know what it is now. Most inversions of any NEX coaster, maybe, because at this current moment the most inversions is 20. So maybe most inversions. I'll find out. I'll be able to find out in a week or two. I'm coaster obsessed. I'm pretty excited for this. I generally don't. Alright. I couldn't barely see that emoji, so I had to, scoot it a little bit. Huh. There's really, like, 3 things that you could do with that number. But I have a pretty good feeling that it's going to be most inversions on a NEX coaster. I'm probably not going to go for any world records unless the roller coaster that I'm building requires me to go for a world record, like a recreation, or I might just build the longest coaster with Falcon's Flight, but probably not, because I don't think I have 272 feet of track, so yeah. I'm not sure how tall I'm going to build Falcon's Flight though, because it'll be like really, it'll have to be in my backyard. World's fastest is only like 56 miles per hour, and I think I could probably beat it. Got it. I thought that the world's fastest was like 20 or something. I know that a 5 on a micro coaster, a 5-foot tall roller coaster with a single car can make it like 10 miles per hour maybe at the bottom of the first drop. So it doesn't get super fast. But yeah, Falcon's Flight will be a pretty big project. This was by far the tallest, fastest, and longest roller coaster that I've ever done. I did not calculate the speed, but I think that's at least 15 miles per hour. And then I forgot the length, but it's at least 90 feet, I know that. I probably have an estimated 200 feet of track. Alright, there we go. I got something in my mouth, so I was just trying to get it out. Anyways, it's time to take apart more plexi rod. Alright, there we go. Someone put rockets on and melted a bunch of pieces years ago. Oh, right, I saw that one, I think. That's how they were able to go so fast. 56 miles per hour. Wow. That's like faster than the lightning run at Kentucky Kingdom. And I'm not sure. Let's see, what's a roller coaster that matches that speed? Vortex, I believe is Vortex from Kings Island, I believe, was 53. Lightning Run was 55. 56 miles per hour. I can't think of any roller coasters that match that speed. I can only think of coasters that either go faster or slower. I forgot how fast the Voyage goes, like 63 miles per hour or something. I think. It's like practically a mini B&M Wooden Hyper. I'm going to open RCGB and look up the speed of Voyage. $67 miles per hour. Wow. That is one fast Woody. And that's like almost as fast as Diamondback from Kings Island. So, yeah, it was really fast and really fun. And because it uses the terrain to its advantage, it feels like it keeps getting faster and faster and faster as the layout goes along. It is fun. Coaster Obsessed, what is your favorite roller coaster?